You realize you've been used, don't you? What just happened to you over the last couple of days? You spent all of that money after voting for this guy, and you're flying over to Washington to see the inauguration. And at the last possible minute, what did he do? He changed the venue, moved it indoors, and left literally all of you out in the cold. What does that tell you? We've been telling you for years. And he even said it himself. He doesn't care about you. He only cares about your vote. And now that he has your vote, how does he treat you? He's still grifting you for money, and some of you are probably giving it. But what did you just find out? Maybe you finally realized that he really does not care about you. Think about it. We, who didn't vote for him, weren't going to show up. So what does this mean in terms of his moving his inauguration indoors? The bottom line is one of three things. One, he's too soft to stand out in the cold and speak to you who put him in power. Or two, he doesn't like you. He got what he needed out of you. And now that he has that, he has zero intention of ever dealing with you again. And three, he wants to make sure his handlers, the billionaire class and the millionaire class, are comfortable. It could be any one of those three things, or it could be all of those three things. But how are you processing that? How are you going to deal with that realization? That is the question that we are all wondering. Are you finally going to realize that it's never been left versus right? It's been all of us against the 1% who are calling the shot, the 1% that owns your guy. And don't get me wrong, he's going to give you a few bones, but that's only so that he can get the loudest of his opposition out of the way. And once that's done, look up what happened on the night of long knives. That's going to be you on the receiving end of that, because again, once you cease being useful, you're going to be in the same place as the rest of us. It is the 90% versus the 1%. And the quicker you realize that, the better off you're going to be. Understanding that is going to be critical in the next 4 years, and it's going to be damage control, because the billionaires don't care about you. They're looking to run away with anything that isn't nailed down. That is why they're looking at taking away Medicare, Medicaid, SNAP, student loans, anything and everything that's going to provide the least bit of security and safety net for you and your families to get ahead. They're looking to strip that away so that they can consolidate all of their power in their hands and leave you fighting for scraps. Are you going to finally wake up?